that's just for convenience later. Yoshiki in the incinerator. How fitting. Shinozaki. Ayumi, maybe you should give him something. Yeah, I don't think he'd want a symbol of his past, so that seems more like a good idea. Here. This... What are you trying to say, Shinozaki? I was cold to you. I'm not even sure if I'd been nicer had I known how you felt. But that hardly matters now. I'm sorry. I'm not making much sense. I'm probably just making this worse. Shinozaki. If I had another chance, maybe we could have made it work. If only I had seen it sooner. So, what are you really here for? I came to apologize. You were only trying to be friendly to me, and I kept pushing you away. When I told you to run, to leave me behind, only a part of me meant it. I was terrified, but I felt like I'd rather watch you die than be killed by that thing. What I thought was inexcusable. I've understood that for years. I'm sorry, Kishinuma. You deserved better than to die for me. All I've done since your sacrifice is wallow in self-pity. I want to be worthy of your sacrifice, but I don't know how to let go of what I felt when that thing grabbed you. Shinozaki. Yeah? It's alright. You don't have to do anything to be worthy of what I did for you. I did it because I loved you. Just keep living and being happy and you'll be worth it. Kishinuma, don't cry. How could I have been so blind? Shh. It'll be alright. You'll be alright. I wish we had another chance. So do I. I'm sorry, Kishinuma. Wipe your face, Yumi. There's nothing left to forgive. Yoshiki. Oh hey, now she's on a first-name basis with him. Are you going to be okay, Yumi? Yeah, I think I'm feeling better than before. I know what you mean. And now 2 more to go. Oh. Yeah, there's this. I'm sorry you had to suffer like this, Ayumi. This blood. It was black before. That's because of the darkening. The longer you stay in places like this, the more you begin to be shaped by the evil trapped here. Why do I feel normal now, then? Satoshi was causing darkening's pace to accelerate for you by playing on your fears. But since I interfered, he can't keep that up anymore. You're safe. For the moment. Let's keep going, then. I don't want to feel that way ever again. So that's an interesting note about the darkening. I mean, nothing really we didn't already know, but still interesting. Oh, had to look for a moment. Why is she facing backwards? Whatever. What do you want, Ayumi? It might be a good idea to give her a little something. Yuka, here. What are these? They're caramel-scented beads. They're good luck charms, and if you give them to someone you care about, they'll be able to understand your true feelings. For me? You'll need them more than I will, I'm sure. Thank you! Thank you! So, are you here to say you're sorry? Yeah, I suppose you can tell, being part of my mind. No, it's just... I don't think you'd want to talk to me for anything else. I'm sorry, Yuka. I didn't know you for very long. I shouldn't have told that ghost story. I didn't know it would happen, but you didn't deserve to be dragged into that mess. It's not your fault, Ayumi. Maybe not. But if I had done things differently, you wouldn't have died with so many painful memories. I'm sorry, Yuka. I know it hardly matters now, but I'd have gone back to save you if I could. It's okay, Ayumi. Thanks for talking to me. How do you feel? It feels like a weight was taken off my chest. Good. Onwards! There's only one left. Mochida. I'm sorry, Shinozaki. What? I took this all too far. I know you meant well. I just... You don't have to apologize, Mochida. It was my fault you died. I'm sorry, Mochida. I wasn't thinking clearly. I should never have tried to cast that spell. I may have meant well, but I also knew that black magic always came with a price for failure. I should have listened to you when you tried to talk me out of it. I clearly didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't try very hard. I wanted Yoshiki and Yuka back too. Still, I'm sorry, Mochida. You deserved better. I forgive you, Shinozaki. We all do. Yeah, we crossed the line. We should be asking you to forgive us. I'm sorry, Ayumi. I forgive you. You were only acting out of my own self-loathing. I have no reason to hate you. Can you feel that? It's like someone removed shackles from me. It's such a powerful feeling. I feel like I could drift away. Don't leave just yet, Satoshi. Yeah, let me come with you if you go. Let's end this. A fitting grave for that kind of book. Are you sure? Huh? Why not use it? You're all free now. I could revive you all. What? My sister taught me how to read those spells. I could do it right this time. I could save everyone. No, you couldn't. You'd die. It's one life for 4. That's not a bad trade. No, I did all this to save you. You're not going to give that up to revive me. I agree. We're not going to let you throw your life away for us. Yeah, you aren't going to mess this up. Come on, Ayumi, we don't want you to die for us. I can alter this spell. You won't even remember me. It'd be like I never existed. You won't have anything to be sad about. No, definitely not. Why would you even think like that, Shinozaki? We don't want to forget you, Ayumi. Are you crazy? We don't want to forget you. Sachiko, this would be better for everyone. Not for you. It's your choice. Please make the right decision. Alright, I cannot say, which means I'll have to go through that entire sequence again. So we actually do have a choice here that results in 2 different endings. It's kind of like the ending ranks from the original. First things first, the ghosts have things to say. He just says Shinozaki, she just says Ayumi, and he just says ellipses. We can't talk to Sachiko though. So we can either use the book and go along with the plan, or just let the past be. For this time, we'll let the past be. You're right. We don't need black magic. I knew you'd do the right thing. I guess I'm a little afraid. I never felt like I deserved forgiveness. If you ask me, you've earned it. You saved me, Ayumi. I'll never forget that. That's why I helped you. I knew you deserved better than you told yourself in your nightmares. Thank you, Sachiko. I'm glad you decided not to use that magic, Shinozaki. It was bad enough to watch you get hurt the first time. I wouldn't have been able to watch it again. I think I'll stick to the spooky stories about magic from now on. Slightly safer. Not entirely safe, but safer. That's a good plan. I'm sure you'll be fine, Shinozaki. Yumi? Yes, Yuka? I'll miss you. When you're done living, can we play? I'll remember you, Yuka. I'll be sure to look for you when I'm done living. Thank you, Yumi. I love you. Hey, Yumi? Yoshiki. I'm sorry I dropped my whole history on you. I felt like I went a little too far. It's alright, Yoshiki. Aww. I didn't think I'd ever... I'm sorry I was so cold to you. I won't forget you, Yoshiki. I love you, Ayumi. It's a little late, but I think I love you too. I can break us free now. We can go on to the afterlife from here. I'm going to miss all of you. Promise this isn't goodbye. We'll meet again in the afterlife. I promise. Promise! I'd die again before I said goodbye to you forever. I promise. We'll all meet again. Okay. Wasn't that nice? See you later. Ow, I think I landed on my nose. Ayumi, are you back yet? Ayumi, are you alright? I'm fine. I just got a little lightheaded. Windows 10, stop switching me off the window. Are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital? Don't worry, Naomi. I think the worst is past. Though I still need to use the bathroom. If you say so. How long was I out? You passed out? It's been 15 minutes! Felt longer in my head. Are you sure we shouldn't call an ambulance? Calm down, Naomi. I'm fine. Alright, but if you pass out again, I'm taking you to the hospital. I don't want to occupy you on your day off, but thanks. I'll come with you to the bathroom, in case you get lightheaded again. Thanks, Naomi. Oh, and Naomi? Yeah? If you ever want to talk about what happened here 6 years ago, just call me. I'll listen. Thanks, Ayumi. I'll have to take you up on that. It's the least I can do. And then the lights went out, and I woke up the next morning in my bed. But when I called Miyu, she wasn't there. No one ever heard from her again! I hope she's okay. Maybe she is. Or maybe her spirit is haunting us right now! I would have been able to take that story more seriously if you didn't describe the monster as looking like wet bread. We'll see if you still think like that after you see a wet bread monster. Yeah, maybe in the Dragon Mask. When that game comes out. Sorry girls, we started without you. It's okay, Miss Yui. I think I figured out the story I'm going to tell. Ooh, Shinozaki, don't keep me in suspense. Will it involve ghosts? Yep. It's a story of 5 students, late one rainy after-school night in October. The night before the Culture Festival? That's right. That is, if you're alright hearing it again. I know it wasn't your favorite story. Maybe I'll feel better once I've heard it again. I'm so excited, this is going to be great! I wonder if it'll start to rain while we listen to the story. Shinozaki seems to enjoy those kinds of horror story theatrics. I hope not. Shinozaki's face is already kinda scaring me. We're not at the spooky part yet. Lean closer, and I'll tell you what happened next. Corpse Party, Depths of Despair. Mended Soul. Fiend. So that was the equivalent to, I guess, maybe ending rank... No, wait. I was about to make a comparison to the ending ranks, but now that I think about it, both endings are actually good in their own right, and by that I mean good endings. Not in terms of rating them or anything, but rather a happy ending. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. So, I think I'll hold off on my final thoughts for this particular entry because I have actually quite a bit to say, and I can't figure out how to put it in my mind right now. But what I will say here is, I really, really, really like this game, and its sequel, Corpse Party D2 Fatal Operation, that follows Naomi and how she copes with the past. One thing we'll see in, one thing that Fatal Operation does, which I won't go too far into until I've played that game, but it incorporates the aspects from Blood Covered, like new characters and certain details that were in Blood Covered, but not, and actually both games, but weren't really. Let me figure out how to word this. It incorporates aspects of Blood Covered, like characters and such, but actually uses them without forcing them to be, without forcing them to be just, the characters don't exist only to die, and that's a huge, huge improvement in my book. I'm not saying every single character in Corpse Party has to be able to survive for it to be a good story, because I mean, Shiho died in Corpse Party 0, and Yoshiki dies at the end of both Corpse Party If and Past End, and even then, that's still, I'd say in that instance it actually helped the story, but there's a difference between a death, a meaningful death, and just adding a bunch of characters who are destined to die really early on before they can even be developed, just to add to the quote-unquote horror. I'll save the rest of my thoughts for when I actually go over my final thoughts, which will be after we go over the extras. But yeah, that was Corpse Party D2 Depths of Despair. When we come back to this game, we will be going over the wrong ends and the alternate ending of the game, as well as the bonus content. With that, bye ya!